Not even fucking tell anymore. Let's see. Are we fine? Oh my god, now we are. Gee, dude, what the fuck is with Streamlabs, bro? I spent like fucking 10 minutes trying to do this shit. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Fuck it, dude. Now I have like 4 streams that are like ready. Dude, what the fuck? What is with YouTube and Streamlabs right now? Like, bruh. Definitely a bruh moment. I swear to God, if I still am having issues, I'm not gonna be happy. Hopefully it'll at least let me see the chat and all that shit. Or something. There we go, yes, okay, I can see the chat. Happy house floor, cute trans girl. Well, cool, good. I mean, when you hit me up, well, okay. Well, you had more time to deal with it anyway, and now I'm flabbergasted by fucking Streamlabs, and I'm not exactly happy, so, I mean, you know, don't mind me being kind of, like, frizzle-frazzled at the moment. Dude, I spent, like, the first stream, like, 6 minutes just sitting there chilling, not even fucking realizing that it wasn't even live. Which now make me wonder, is there, like, yeah, like, do my streams just don't, like, start yet up until a certain point? And I don't even fucking know? Because, bruh, that's just fucked. Because I swear to God, if that's been happening all this time, I'm gonna be like, what the hell, bruh? Because that is usually, because that's just straight some bullshit, not even gonna lie. Dude, yeah, this is weird. I have, like, these 3 coming up for no fucking reason. So weird, dude. I genuinely don't understand why it's like that, but whatever. And I can tell my fucking screens aren't working. I can literally see on the corner where it's frozen. Motherfucker. I was thinking maybe we could react stuff maybe a little bit, but we will later for sure. But motherfucker, dude. I'll take those out. Deal with them later. Or at least, you know, add some new ones. Because I'll at least kind of fix it for later, if not now. There we go. Yeah, let's do this a little bit. There we go. Okay, yeah, now my screens are fixed, but I have no idea if they'll pop up for at the moment, but hey, at least they're there, so whatever. Gonna have to pack all day tomorrow. Gonna empty 2 storage units, 26-foot truck. Well, that's nice. Well, I mean, it's not going to be nice doing all the labor and stuff. I mean, that's gonna suck, but I mean, hey, you know, you're on the track, dude. And that train is slowly but chugging along. It's getting there. It's departing the station. Well, it's warming up to depart the station. You know, the engine's warming up, getting ready. Maintenance crew's doing their thing. Everything getting packaged up into train carts, and boom. Yeah, I'm using train analogies. What of it? What are you gonna do about it? Well, goodbye. It's an Ohio truck. It's from Ohio. Damn, somebody must have been moving from Ohio, then dropped it off at the U-Haul place. So, you know, so that's pretty cool. I've seen some pretty random ass license plates on U-Haul trucks before. I've seen one from fucking Hawaii, out of all places. Like, someone rented a U-Haul and, like, had it on a boat and traveled across the fucking ocean. I'm just like, okay. Ohio Muriel and Kentucky tags. Well, oh, Muriel, like, the Muriel, or, whatever. You know, the paint, the livery on the side of the cargo thing. Yeah, like, which, that isn't necessarily a Muriel. That's just a painted, like, livery for the... You know, like, for the truck. But either way, like, I mean, you get those on all of them. I've seen those. I know what you're talking about. I've seen those over here, too. I mean, so, I'm not really surprised with that, honestly. Please, my scheme. Yeah, you told me on Discord. He's got like some Irish lass that he thinks he's, you know, getting. Dude, he is a fucking middle schooler of pathetic bitch-made proportions, bro. The trans girl you're talking to has a Ailstorm as her profile picture or a profile song. Good. Oh, that's based. You should have her come here on stream to be like, hey, what's up? I'm sure she'll enjoy the background music and the company around here. And plus, I actually do want to be kind of like a you know, albeit small but safe trans space too. So, I mean, the more of them that are here, the more, you know, that will spread to be like, hey, there's a safe space over here. Because, I mean, in a way, I mean, it's important that you sort of be my friend first. Well, let her know that you have friends who are into Ailstorm and stuff like that. That'll definitely warm her up. Be like, oh, you have friends that are also into shit that I am? Ooh, you might be a cool person after all. Besides, Ailstorm is just one of those, like, fun-ass bands that, even if you're not really into the genre, I mean, you can have fun with at least some of their songs. I should advertise my leftist ideology on my dating profile more. And that's probably why trans people are hitting you up a little bit, because they realize that you're someone who's chill. Got like 10 matches. There you go, dude. I mean, honestly, like, that's like another thing about, like, you know, like this whole thing about, like, loneliness and stuff. I don't think people realize, like, how easy it is to potentially get people to hit you up. Like, if there's some they agree with, like trans rights, for example, at least, you know, something political, right? Like, I mean, if you do legit, like, advertise at least something about yourself, you know, like that, you are at least going to probably get some matches. Even if it never doesn't really go anywhere, I mean, you can at least probably get a friend out of that, right? You know, or at least, like, someone who's an acquaintance, you know, and talk to them occasionally and shit. And, you know, because in general, like, this whole loneliness thing, you know, just in America especially, isn't just, you know, a man/sexual issue. It's just a relationships with people issue, you know? So it's just like, I mean, you know, and honestly, kind of in a way getting, oh, motherfucking earbuds. And getting, like, more consistent, you know, like, more broadly like that. So, I mean, there's definitely, like, a element of just, like, putting yourself out there, you know, like that, you know, that can actually get you hits, basically. I mean, that's kind of what I do. Like, when I was at the State Fair show, I was wearing my Yif in Hell furry shirt, and I got a couple people saying, hey, nice shirt, you know, because they were furries, or at least knew what it meant. So, it's just like, you know, I mean, you know, just because, you know, it could just be something simple as like a shirt, right? Like, but, you know, just putting yourself out there with just something like that, you know, will tend to get people to be like, cool person. But I don't have the means. Well, yeah, maybe for now. But, I mean, considering that you're moving and, like, in an apartment that's, like, what, closer to Huntsville or something? I mean, because I know you're not technically leaving Alabama yet. But, I mean, or at least, what is it, New Mexico? I mean, depending on where you live, I mean, you know, and the town, I mean, chances are you might at least find, like, some niche community, for sure. And also, New Mexico, from what I understand, definitely has at least a little bit of an underbelly punk scene. Closer to Birmingham? Oh, Birmingham? Okay, so that's where you're going to meet more immediate. Well, I mean, if you're, like, you know, I mean, being close to a city area like that can at least get you an ability to travel to that area and thus, you know, have an ability to at least, you know, chat, hang out with some people and stuff. Maybe go to a bar that's right outside of town. Especially one that seems a little like underground or like a hole in a wall. Roswell, New Mexico? I would be careful about that. The only reason why is because that town is full of, like, old-ass, weird conservative boomers and new wave, like, spiritual fucking hippie weirdos. So, I mean, I don't know about that one, bro. I mean, hey, the spiritual weirdos, there's a gate there, because if you just kind of pretend to be into astrology and all that shit, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to find some people for sure. But I like weirdos. Not the weirdos that you would like. They're like fucking astrology, crystal, like energy healing fucking weirdos, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know if you want those. UFO weirdos are usually fun. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I can't really argue against it. I'm just saying that the chances of finding a fucking like quack. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to be cautious about that one. Plus, I've always wanted skywatch in New Mexico or Arizona. Oh, I've done it a few times. This is pretty nice, because I was out in Phoenix way back in freshman year for Christmas to visit my granddad out there. And honestly, it's beautiful. Like, I mean, where I was at, I was like right outside of Phoenix, so I couldn't really see, like, this skyline was about equivocal to what I usually see. But overall, it's still pretty good. She went to bed. Hey, you can still talk to her. Just because she went to bed doesn't mean that, you know, it's all over. I was having fun making corny jokes. Well, what, isn't that what I'm here for? You always make corny jokes here. Though, man, you always, like, you know, throw the stream for a loop sometimes. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying you just do. It'll be like, you know, we're having, like, you know, just some vibes, and all of a sudden you just, like, throw down some, you know, like, not horny. I know you said corny. I didn't say horny, I said oh my god. What, you think I'm like, what, do you think I'm just a consistent horn dog? Like me? Yes. No. All men are. Oh my god. What, like that dude who was slipping the drink from that Ray William Johnson video? Actually, we'll probably check that out later. Yeah, we probably could now, actually. I just want to see if my screens will work. Hold on. Because if not, then I guess we can't. But oh, hey, there we go. They work. Okay, they're fine. Oh, shit, now they won't go away. Oh, no. Hey, you can be pulled down their screens. Okay, there we go. At our core, we all want to leave pipe. That video pissed me off. Dude, that did. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That video did actually, dude, it did for me too. Honestly, it seems like the stuff to react to today is just gonna piss me off. Cause that one was just like some extra level what the fuck. Yeah, we'll check that out in a second. Cause honestly, that video was just fucking wild, bro. I mean, on, you know, for kind of like some different reasons, but mostly on, you know, because of the dude being a drunk, fucking sloppy, sleazy, perverted, rapey fuck. The body cam footage. Yeah, I saw that too. Well, you sent it to me, so I was listening to it at work. And, yeah, that shit. Oh, dude, you fucking kidding me? These fucking headphones, bro. Holy shit. Can we stop connecting, please? you're charging. Like, well, how are you turning it on? wrong, pulled the gun, it's the black guy and his son. And he was a basketball coach and was like, what, going to a tournament or something? I kind of tuned in like right at like kind of the peak of the situation. But yeah, it was just fucking ridiculous. I mean, the dude was literally like fucking crying while begging for his life. Cause you know goddamn well that motherfucker knows like the chances of him literally being blasted away and Mac dumped is very likely, including his kid too. I mean, the dude was literally playing, it's like, dude, not my son here, don't do this, you know, like, you know, in front of him and shit, blah blah blah. Because he said he had a concealed piece. He said that at some point later in his, you know, plea. Like, it's like, look, you know, I'm an honest dude, you know, or he said, like, it was like, you know, we honest or something like that, you know, and it's like, and somewhere in the middle of that, he was like, yeah, I'm concealed, you know, we go by the books, you know, we ain't doing no wrong or whatever, blah, blah, you know, he was saying shit like that, because obviously, like, he's just an average dude, you know, who takes his, he's like this stereotypical, like, soccer dad taking Aiden to the game, dude. Like, he's literally just that stereotypical bro, you know? And instead of, you know, the soccer dad taking Aiden to the match, it's, you know, like, you know, a basketball dad taking his, you know, kid to his basketball game. You know, it's just like, put a different sport in there. I mean, it's just like, holy fuck, bro. And you think if they, you know, read the tags wrong, you would think that, like, even if that was the case, and yet there was cooperation, they would at least, you know, double check the plates, make sure things are all good, walk up to, you know, the car, be like, hey, license registration, and once they realize that, oh shit, everything, you know, this is actually incorrect, I'm fucked up, be like, hey, you know, we're reporting on a stolen vehicle, I misread your tags, because the vehicle is, you know, similar to yours. You know, sorry for the trouble, have a good day. And just walk away and just let them do their business. Like, and frankly, honestly, this is just the reason why I'm, like, more and more against this idea of just cops doing traffic stops and shit. Like, honestly, if someone's doing some traffic violation like that, you know, like, there's street cams and shit that, like, if you do a red light or speed, that it'll take pictures of. Like, there's speed trap vans, where if you're speeding or some shit, it'll take a picture of your plate and send a ticket with your plate and the picture and everything in the email, and how fast you're going and shit. Like, because it avoids a lot of this type of fucking bullshit, frankly. We're simply telling cops you have a weapon and get you blasted. Yeah, remember, this is actually another basketball coach, I think. Or football coach. Philando Castile. It was Philando Castile. Like, because, he was in the passenger side of the vehicle, and the cop happened to be on that side, and, he openly said, it's like, hey, my ID and everything is right next to my concealed carry, and, you know, my concealed carry weapon. And as soon as he said weapon, as soon as he said basically the buzzword gun or weapon, you know, I forgot what word he said, but he said, it's like, I have a concealed weapon or a concealed gun. But as soon as he said that, the cop literally just immediately pulled his gun and just blasted him like 11 times or some shit, and he just bled out and died in that fucking seat with his kid in the back too. And his wife right next to him. So, it's just like, I mean, that shit happens. Like, it has happened. And I guarantee you that black man, you know, was thinking of Philando Castile when that happened, by the way. Because him having a concealed weapon and being, you know, coach for a basketball team and shit, and his kid, you know, being part of that, like, he fucking knew. I guarantee you he fucking knew that shit. And he was thinking about that, like, realizing, am I going to be, you know, another Castile here? Am I going to be another statistic? I mean, think fuck he wasn't, but goddamn, dude. The fact that even a close call like that happens way more than it should is fucking insane. Train soldiers against citizenship, because they're meant to protect capital. I mean, at least around here at this point, it's just like kind of being a dead horse, but yeah. I mean, they aren't even legally there to protect you unless you're in their custody. Like, they got no obligation to actually protect or serve you until you're in their custody, and then they have, like, an actual liability to protect you. But that's because they're in fucking handcuffs already. I may fingerprints around septic because this bootloader with more power than me by agree fully. Yeah. And to be frank, I will feign, you know, some of my, you know, ideas to other people depending on how, like, gung-ho they are about, you know, certain issues. Like, you know, especially when it comes to police, I know, and a lot of coworkers I have, even if they don't really like certain elements about cops, still generally have the attitude of, like, yeah, most cops are okay. So it's just like I have to kind of, you know, sugarcoat a lot of my ideas about cops. But at least there's an open door of like, man, sometimes these cops are annoying and bug me and blah blah blah. At least it's pretty easy to fucking, you know, weave it in, but still, you know, it's just sometimes you gotta, like, you know, kind of, you know, play the cards close. Which I don't think there's anything really wrong with that. I mean, sometimes you don't want to go full swing and, you know, when it comes to a take and shit with somebody, because, you know, might just end not exactly great. You kind of want to, you know, feed it with the applesauce. All cops and bastards. Damn fucking right. Did you see the cop emoji? Yeah, I see the emojis. 2 little cops and then a little cop car emoji. Dude, what the fuck? Why are there so many people dying today? Paul Rubens, Angus Cloud, which I don't know who this is, but apparently he was known for his role in Euphoria. He died at 25. Dude, this guy was my age? Dude, what the hell? What's with people dying? Can we all, like, dude, what's with the, seriously, am I the only one else in this? Dude, he was, dude, this guy was a little younger than me. Dude, I'm a 97 kid. He was born in 98? Bro. Fox McCloud died. Fox McCloud. Damn, you got off work early. I'm not off work, I'm on a lunch break. And also, Streamlabs is being dumb. I was meant to be going on like 10 minutes ago, but fucking Streamlabs just would not actually go live, even though it said I was live. Like it said on YouTube, they were upcoming streams. I eventually got it to work, but it took a little bit of fickle fucking. So, yeah, that's just great. Sexual relations with a grapefruit? No. Are you talking about that grapefruit lady? Because I know what video you're talking about. You mean that much to me. There are no points for second best. There's a blazing fire in the sky tonight, blowing higher and higher in my soul. There's a blazing fire in the sky tonight. I wanna fly on a silver dog on to the night. I tried that. Wait, what? I tried that a few times since we reviewed that video. The juice makes... Dude! It's citric acid. Why? Why would you actually try that? What made you think that was a good idea, my dude? Yes, 80s sounding wannabe my... What? Bruh, this is a cover of Cheap Trick. It's a Cheap Trick cover, dude. Like, what? This is... And also, this is, like, from Like, this is from, like, Top Gun. Well, not the song itself initially, but, I mean, it was used in that movie. Thought I recognized the song. Yeah, it's just a cover that Gloryhammer did. Gay-ass one. You, like, a week or two ago, you said it was good. This is a Cheap Trick cover? Yeah, Cheap Trick did Mighty Wings. Wanna ride on a silver dog. I like Cheap Trick. So what the fuck? So you're like, oh, it's the gay-ass 80s shit. And you're over here like, oh wait, I like Cheap Trick. So what the fuck? I heard they are awful live. Really? My dad's seen them live a few times in his youth, and he said they were great. I mean, okay, to be fair, that was back in, like, the 80s and shit, so, I mean, you know what, they're probably a little different. I'm sure nowadays they're probably not really good anymore, but I don't know. Maybe back then, talk about last decade. Yeah. That's why I said, to be fair, you know, back in his day, they probably did sound good. I'm sure because of age, you know, they, you know, just kind of, you know, lagged. Stagnated, I guess. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it happens. I mean, honestly, every now and then, like, I mean, I've seen Iron Maiden 3 times, and every show has definitely, been a little different, you know, because sometimes every now and then they'll have, like, a little slip-up occasionally and shit, but they're still all natural about, like, playing and stuff, and they, for the most part, are still very consistent and tight with their sets, so... I mean, it's like it happens. I mean, hell, when I was at Los Malablados, the guitarist had a, in C-Span 9.5, like, at one point, he kind of slipped up for a second, and they rewind the song for a moment, and went back to that, you know, went back to the point, you know, and shit, and so, you know, it happens sometimes. Harley's and Crew, they were great. Oh, yeah, Motley Crue, you know, like, I still want to go see them live before they were totally done. Loved hair metal and refused to give it up when grunge took over. Well, grunge didn't exactly, like, absolutely take over. I mean, it just became kind of more predominant at the time. Oh, here. It's about to piss you right the fuck off. I mean, so is a lot of things today, apparently. Here, hold on. So what is this? Have you ever considered skydiving without a parachute walking out? Well, okay. Twitter's gonna be dumb. I can't even fucking... yeah, Twitter's... or X or whatever. Yeah, it's... I'm just gonna fucking uninstall Twitter and just, you know, let it be like a Chrome browser thing, because fucking A, dude. Even when I'm not doing these, like, it will do that shit. Like the app is just broken. It's done. Like, dude, that fucking website is gone. Dude, it's gonna die, bro. It's just, it's a wrap. Like, Twitter's a wrap. Anyone clinging on that site still are either just a bunch of weird freak French Nazis or just coping. Like, at this point. Officially, anyone is supposed to tour Leaks is a band. No, I get to make the official fucking rules here. I only have like 4 people there I interact with, which I'm assuming they're the ones who are coping. There's also a lot of Elon shills on there, which a lot of them tend to be fucking Nazis. Like, anyone with a blue check, you might as well just basically rule off as a fucking Nazi. I'm not even kidding. Like, I mean, like, most of them pretty much just legit are, and they get boosted immensely, so, like, most shit that you see on Twitter that's, you know, responding to a thing, it literally is, like, some Nazi shit. Have a blue check, ignore. Why in the fuck are you playing? Why are you paying for a check, bro? Why? What? What has compelled you? And I thought you weren't using Twitter anymore. I'm not. That's why you just fuck with me. I got a hacked version of Twitter. Okay, whatever. You know there's a thing called a not all rule, hashtag not all? God. Jeez. I'm lying, by the way. Yeah, I kind of figured you weren't actually being that serious. Big Boy should probably still use Twitter for XXX purposes. If they haven't already left. Because honestly, I mean, there's still people that use Twitter for that, but I mean, you know, a lot of them have kind of moved on to other platforms. There's other platforms that are just fine with that. Scumfuck.png. I like the name of that. Okay, here we go. Wait, oops, that's the wrong thing. That's right, yeah, there we go. Okay, so, alright. The eternal transference, that's what said, relentless school bullying. Valid people taking L's. Have you ever considered skydiving without a parachute, walking in oncoming traffic, bathing your toaster, taking a nap on some train tracks, or spicing up your food cyanide? Alternatively, you can mix drinks with some drink cleaner. The possibilities are endless. True. Yeah, like whoever runs that, see, again, Nazi. Like, I mean, it's like, that dude running that account guaranteed to be a fucking right-wing fascist fringe Nazi freak, dude. See what I mean? Just safe to assume. It's like one of those things, guilty till proven innocent, and honestly, there ain't no fucking innocence on that motherfucker, so I guess it only leaves one verdict, guilty. Like, they would literally have to, like, to suck a dick of 1,000 Jews and literally embrace it and not complain about it once in order for them to, like, not say they're Nazi. And I literally mean 1,000 of them. All on the line, with those peckers straight up, ready to go, just, like, pulsating. Just waiting. Just waiting for them lips, bro. And they're all fucking, like, hug as fuck. Like, every single one of them's got, like, a fucking anaconda. Start spending parts never really made sense to me. Did not realize there's hundreds of points. So it was just free too. Yeah, it never made sense to me either. If, like, the website pretty much, like, from the get-go already didn't allow it, that's one thing. But if it was there for a while and all of a sudden they're like, nah, we don't want it anymore, it's like, it's like they are essentially trying to put a nail on their coffin, doing that. Because realistically, that ain't gonna do anything but just drastically impact negatively their viewership base. Because a lot of those people are gonna use that website either far less extensively or at all. Because, a lot of people will go to those platforms for those things. Tumblr was fucking huge when it came to things like porn and shit. It wasn't known just for that. But, like, a good fat chunk of them do. I thought porn wasn't allowed in DeviantArt. It kind of is. It's basically under an NSFW tag. And honestly, like, because Fur Affinity and a few other art sites are like that. Like, even E621, like, not every you know, furry art on E621's porn. So, like, there will be, like, different tags. There's S, Q, and E. And the S stands for safe, Q is questionable, so, like, you know, maybe it's, like, kind of a lewd picture of, like, you know, some furry chick, and she's got, like, a tit hanging out or something, you know, some shit like that. You know, whatever the fuck, you know. And then there will be, like, you know, explicit, which, as you can tell, it's dick, ball, sex, cum, shit, all that, right? Like, you know, etc. Like, so... Like, I mean, you know, like, even, like, porn sites will have shit like that sometimes. Or at least, like, certain sites, like E621. Like, obviously, that site's predominantly known for, you know, its Rule 34 content. But, I mean, it's not just for that, you know. So, I mean, it's, you know, like, if it really is such a big deal, then just have it, like, in some tier system. So, like, if people have an account, they could go into settings to say, I want to view that type of content. I mean, honestly, like, you know, because that makes sense to me. Like, it's, you know, because then at that point, you know, you're not banning it, you're just, you know, making it so people who have an account can set it so they can see it, or if they don't want to see it, then they don't have to. I mean, so, that makes sense. Let it be viewer discretion. You know, like, or, you know, the person running the account, let it be their discretion. I don't know if these things are popping up. Wait, what? So I did let's call research. I got curious since more problem on Tumblr, so should be able to find it, search for it. Well, no, whenever I try something explicitly, flat out refuse to show anything, even if the mature filter off, so I don't know how these things are popping up. I don't know. I guess maybe just because they're posted by people you follow, or maybe those people are reposting them, I don't know. Maybe maybe Tumblr's like not like enforcing it by banning it, but kind of like algorithmically like suppressing it, but you know, via word of mouth you can find it. I mean I got no idea. I didn't follow him though. Well then yeah, I don't know then. Oh my god, he immediately stood right up for this. Oh shit. Hey, bud. Well, goddamn. Do you have to knock everything over while doing this? Richard no one was on their side. Even some comments are like, yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit. So, really? Well, yeah, I'm not surprised, because even a lot of conservatives and anti-groomer types, you know, want to try to be masked on and say, well, it's unfortunate that this kid was bullied, because, you know, they should have been treated for their mental illness instead. Like, they, you know, want to say shit like that. Like, you know, so, I mean, realistically, they actually do they actually do probably celebrate it. But, you know, on the surface, they have a fucking mask. And they want to at least try to fucking, you know, legitimately, you know, like, will attempt to, you know, pretend to be like, oh, yeah, we feel bad. But legitimately, like, you know, like, it's, like, they like it. They know and are okay with the fact that it's, you know, a thing. In a way, they just have to deny it in themselves. Or again, just wear the mask. Like, I don't really buy that, you know, a lot of those cons actually, you know, think he's a piece of shit. They're just doing it publicly to save face a little. These motherfuckers know what the outcome is. That is the outcome of what they do. And they know it. It's like, what's like what? Like them having a shocked Pikachu face just because someone openly celebrates it and posting it and shit on their side is, you know, being too far. Going full mask off. My goal was about enforce laws against bullying. Yeah, no shit. Realize there are other jokes on trying to change quarterly. Nah. Yeah, exactly. Which is why, realistically, they're okay with it. They don't actually give a fuck. They might think, you know, he's a piece of shit, but that's because he went mask off. Not because, you know, that person, you know, is celebrating that. Die because bullying? Yeah, exactly. And that's like the fucking outcome, again, a lot of these fucking conservative ratback scum fucking want. Later tonight, we're definitely going to be going, you know, on some events for sure. And all I joked about last time I was here. Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't realize, like, that until I fucking actually said something. Because I thought he heard that initially, but he didn't. So I reminded him, he went, oh. He kind of went, oops, my bad, didn't realize. I mean, he backed off really quick and, retracted it, but, I mean, yeah, I'll at least grant that he didn't fucking realize that. Still doesn't obviously really make it good, but... The good kid's brains are not fully developed, but you have to do something more than hands-off approach. Well, no shit. I mean, you know, like, especially during 7th grade, I mean, pretty much most of that was like a hands-off approach with how it was done with me up until the last fucking second. And that could have been too little too late, right? You know, so it's like, it can't just be that. And there needs to be like a preemptive, you know, reaction to trying to help address, you know, not just bullying, but also like actually, you know, address mental health, you know, for children by, you know, affirming what, you know, their needs are needed and shit, and like, you know, what, you know, is actually beneficial for their general health and well-being. And for a lot of queer kids, that is usually affirming their identity. It's like it's not every kid going to become positive members of society. Oh no, and honestly, they should be tried as an adult for being at least complicit in a fucking death, either by manslaughter or murder, depending on how severe that shit is. To an LGBT first face. Oh, that video. Oh, don't worry, we'll get into that. Not on this stream, but later when I get off work. Oh, don't worry, I got some words to say about that shit. I'm just saving it for later. Alright, there's stuff to talk about. I'm just saving a good chunk of that till later. You beat him too much, or you got a shit lottery and end up with a sociopath, but you gotta deal with it before it gets worse. Yeah. And the thing is, like, honestly, at that point, society, like, and the system itself needs to fucking, you know, kind of in a way pick up that mantle. Like, I mean, straight up. I mean, to an extent. I mean, like, I don't mean, like, you know, the village raised child thing, but at least, you know, getting them utterly and outright away, you know, like, from those abusive, relationships and from that neglectful fucking household and stuff, and actually, you know, being an environment where they're, you know, taken care of, and again, having their well-being and their needs met. It's because I'm moving on Wednesday. Well, I'll just, you know, take a little nap and set a little alarm or something, I don't know. You know, you can't have a chihuahua. I'm not the... Why would I want it? Why would I want your dog, bro? Like, okay. That's for Sony more than you. I guess fair enough. But yeah, like, yeah, I ain't gonna take your dog. I might give, you know, the dog some loves and cuddles and some scritches, but that's about it. Send a short link. I gotta go back to work. I'm only on lunch break. Alright, here, hold on. I'll look at this red thing first real quick and then we'll look at that. What? Why does all Africa just become one city along the key shipping route? Singapore in the 50s. Singapore today. Stop playing Colonial. Stop playing if it does. What? What? This doesn't even make sense, dude. Like, oh my god, that's just beyond retarded. Oh my lord. That's just beyond fucking stupid. It's like, oh yeah, it's not about like a worst thing. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's not how shit works, dingbats. Like, I mean, at least when it comes to, like, like, those specific, cases, because, Africa's a continent, and had a lot of various different, nuanced aspects of, historically, that were very, disastrous, for, Native people there. And Singapore is, well, a fucking city, in one tiny little area. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, they're not even comparable.
Boiling your steak, you're doing it wrong. Go ahead and try this healthy one-pot steak dip. Let's just be honest here.
It's boiling a steak?
Eating a healthy meal. Wouldn't have made a steak to begin with. I would have just ate some carrots or a blade of grass or something, bro. Boiled steak? The only time I'd be caught boiling a steak is if it was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the good old days, people would do stuff like this here, and they'd be taken out in public and putting that little wooden contraption with their arms and their head hanging out, and people would throw tomatoes at them. We need to bring that back, Brian. You first.
You're gonna be first. True. Oh my lord. Wait, was this screen even up for that? Oh my god, I don't even think it was. Jesus Christ.
Boiling your steak, you're doing it wrong. Go ahead and try this healthy one-pot steak dip.
Let's just be honest. Afraid about eating a healthy meal.
Damn it.
Yeah. Honest here, okay? If I was worried about eating a healthy meal, I wouldn't have made a steak to begin with. I would have just ate some carrots or a blade of grass or something, bro. Boiled steak? The only time I'd be caught boiling a steak is if it was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the good old days, people would do stuff like this here, and they'd be taken out in public and putting that little wooden contraption with their arms and their head hanging out, and people would throw tomatoes at them. We need to bring that back, Brian. You first. No.
I know, but think about it, you could put it in stew, ramen, shredded meat, stir fry. Well, yeah, I mean, you could do it that way. But usually you kind of, cook the meat a little bit and stir it up and stuff before you go all the way like that. Usually. I mean, I suppose you could. But, and yeah, stir fry. Well, stir fry isn't really like something you will boil things in, though. But hey, what the fuck did I do? Stir fry ramen. Ooh, stir fry ramen this does sound pretty good. That shit do sound pretty good. But anyway, gonna finish up shit at work and stuff like that. All that good fun shenanigans. And of course, we'll come back a couple hours and we'll have a little fun reacting to some absurd shit and, kind of prep us little vents. Some little vents rants. Because there's definitely a lot of fun stuff going on today, so it'll definitely be enjoyable. Kind of. Hopefully. Not really. But anyway, peace out for now. Of course, back in a little bit. Or whenever the next one is going to be. So.